Red's Fly Shop, this is Bob. How may I help you today?
Look at that. Woo! Hey, it's Joe here at Red's Fly Shop. I was contemplating doing a few gear reviews and decided, hell, I'll just dump all my gear out and show you what I'm packing on a flats trip for Grand Slam species. That's bonefish, tarpon, permit, snook, barracuda, jacks. I think that's about all we've got. What the heck, let's start with the firepower. This is by no means me saying that this is the best gear that there is. This is just what I happen to be fishing. Rod-wise, I've got a 9-weight Thomas & Thomas sextant with a Galvin grip reel. I'm a huge fan of the Galvin reels. The grip is their sealed system, so if you're going to be in the sand, dunking the rod, getting it possibly dirty, that's a good way to go. And I've got a Rio Flats Pro line of some sort on there, just a general permit type taper. And that is generally my go-to permit rod. Okay, so I've got another sextant. Boy, you can tell I like those, another TNT sextant, and that's the 8-weight, and that's primarily what I'm running for bonefish. And also I'm running it for the really itty bitty baby tarpon, so I've got a little tarpon fly on there. And I've got this new line from Scientific Anglers, and I'm telling you, if you want to treat yourself to an absolutely kick-ass line, this is the Bonefish Plus Magnitude series with a clear tip. And it's like a bonefish taper, but buffed up a half a line weight. It is like the easiest casting thing. If you dislike casting your saltwater rods, and they just feel overly stiff and overly powerful, that Bonefish Plus line really softens it up, and it doesn't like splat the water super hard. I'm really pleased. That's the first time I fished this line. The only problem with this line is it is literally so slick that when I was hooking tarpon on it, the line would slide through my hand on the hook set sometimes. But that's not a bad problem to have, because that means it shoots like crazy. Last of the lineup is my big whooping stick. That's a Sage 11-weight R8. I've got a T-bore Riptide reel on there, had it forever. T-bores are awesome. If you can wait 12 months from the time you order it, they're great. They're fantastic reels, but they are hard to get. And by the way, there's links to probably T-bore reels in our video description. If we show T-bore in stock, it is in stock and it will ship. We do order way, way, way ahead, and occasionally some aren't pre-bought before they show up. But both the Galvin torque and the grip are a fabulous substitute if you can't wait a year to get your T-bore reel. So yeah, those are my rods and reels. Shoe-wise, I wear the Grundon Scene It boat shoe. This thing has been on numerous trips with me, and it has held up incredibly well. It's a fabric on top, so it breathes and dries really well in the sun. It's okay for a little mad dash across the sand for permit, but it's not great for all-day wading. The story with this shoe, though, is the sole is siped. It is designed for walking around on a wet boat deck, and I don't go barefoot in the boat. I get way better grip in shoes. I'm more athletic. I have better balance and stamina. So that's my shoes. Clothing-wise, gloves. I wear them some of the time. Squala Tropic Sole hoodie, the lightest hoodie, and it doesn't stick to your skin, showing off your boobies and all that and your other man parts here. But really like it, ultra lightweight. And then I've got a mic here, so I don't want to demonstrate the hood, but the hood will go all the way over your hat bill. And then the hood, when you put it just over this part of your hat, it's designed that it doesn't blow off. Even when you're running fast in the boat, you can put the hood on over your buff, and the hood actually helps keep your hat on. It's got thumb holes, all that good stuff. Super great fit. Doesn't stink after it's dirty. And then I've got the Squala wading pants, the Sole Tropic wading pants. Super quick dry. I don't do the tights and shorts program. I like the pants because I can wear them to the airport. I can wear them at dinner. They're just a practical thing. I don't do the long underwear and shorts gig myself. I like the Squala pants. Okay, nippers, if you want to treat yourself to some badass nippers, these are spring-loaded, capable of cutting even heavy shock tippet. $29.95 for the Dr. Slick Cyclone nipper. They are heavy duty, especially if your hands get cold or wet and they're weak and you've got to cut stuff. No more pinching that spring steel. These things are leveraged, spring-loaded, and they come with replacement cutters if you need that. and then you could put them on a string like I have right here. Okay, let's move over to just bags. This is a bag from Grundon's that I just got, and I'm loving it. So it's not a true dry bag, it's more of like a tote, but I can throw everything in here. And if you want to get it dirty, get it dirty. Throw your shoes in there, throw your big fly box in there, and then I compartmentalize everything for myself in this bag in dry bags. So I like to have an open top bag. I don't want to have to get in a dry bag all the time. And I also don't like vapor locking everything that's in the bag, meaning I'm sealing moisture in there. But that tote bag has been super handy. They're super cheap. I can't believe I never had one of those tote bags before. Super great. You can throw a rain jacket in there. I didn't bring my rain jacket today. An intermediate sinking line. I've got a Galvin Torque with an intermediate line there. I think it's important for you to have an intermediate line on most of your saltwater trips. You never know when you might need it, so that's just an extra reel, and I'll keep my sinking reel there in my tote bag. Shock tippet, I've got 25, 60, 40 pound shock, or maybe it's 40, 60, 80. Yes, it's 40, 60, 80 on this trip. So 40, 60, 80 pound shock here in that Scientific Angler's line holder. Pack-wise, I've not even been really weighting much, so this pack has mostly just got my leaders, tippet, tapered leaders. Big bag of tapered leaders for pretty much everything I might need. Scientific Anglers fluorocarbon tippet, 12 to 20 pound for bonefish, permit, light stuff. Anywhere I might need a little lighter line. Wire for barracuda goes in there too. And there's a few other little things in there, not much important, but I like the hip pack for just a lightweight wading. When we're in the skiff most of the day, we might wade for an hour or so. This is very adequate. Now, this is a great product. There's only a couple little faults I have on, this is the Loon Apex plier. And let's just go through this thing real quick and I'll give you the pros and cons. The pros are $100, super value. Cuts wire, cuts everything, great springs, super hard smasher jaws there for crimping even the heaviest barbs. Great cutter. I like the size of it. It's TSA compliant so that you could carry this on if you had to. Comes with a great lanyard and it comes with this sheath, which is nice and it looks really great and all that, and I do like the sheath. My only complaint about this set of pliers is, let me lean forward here, is some people might love this. I don't like it as much. This clips to a belt. So let me step over here. Let's go through this product here real fast. So saltwater pliers are great because you're going to cut big heavy shock tippet and wire, and you might need to smash big barbs, or I've used them to unhook fish. Now when this goes on my belt like this, you have to slide it all the way over like that. I would rather string my belt through it so it can't come off, because several times I've been pulling the pliers out and the whole thing comes out and off. So what I did is I added a carabiner right here. I had one for my Garmin device, and then I can just loop that on there. And I recommend you get a carabiner with these, and I've been really happy with the pliers. I'm kind of digging to critique them here. And then you can just put it on your pants, or you can put it on your belt and you can just clip it wherever you want. I have the sheath hooked to my fanny pack. But what I've been doing is I've been just hooking the carabiner to my belt loop. And in these Squala pants, I've got like a little plier slot right there. So I can't drop them. If they fall off, I've got them like that. And I think for now, $100, I think they're a hell of a set of pliers. I got my last ones taken away by the Mexican TSA Authoritas, and I had to replace them for this trip. There's an area on there for pulling your Perfection loops tight. Maybe you can open a beer with it. I don't know. I've never had too many problems getting a bottle of beer open. Usually I'm pretty good at that. But I think you've got to have a carabiner to hook them to something. But I think in the plier world, Loon makes good stuff. They're trustworthy and reliable. I'm really happy with those so far. So that's my basic gear dump from my fishing trip. Let me show you a couple. We'll show you a couple flies too. So I'm going to go through a few of my favorite flies. Of course, you know, we sell this stuff at Red's, and I'm going to go with, for permit, I caught a big permit on that yesterday. Tan Casablanca raghead crab right there. That would be my favorite permit fly. This is going to go with me everywhere. That's a Nyaka. That's a 2/0 white. And I love any of the 2/0 Nyakas, Tarpon, Snook, Jacks, you name it. You can catch anything on the Nyaka. And the last one's gonna be my favorite bonefish fly, and that's the Bonefish Butta. So that's my don't leave home without it bonefish pattern right there, the Bonefish Butta. That's that guy. So love those patterns. Those would be my 3 picks. Of course, there's links to all these products in the video description down there. Oh, and then I guess I didn't mention this, but this is like the giant super duper pescador box. It's good for a guy like me that's got a big box full of stuff, but it is really bulky and heavy. It's not great for weighting. It's more of like a master storage or a boat box. So yeah, anyway, link to this one in the video description as well. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Hey, last but not least, sunglasses. I carry 3 sets of sunglasses. I carry 2 of these. These are the Costa Salt Breaks with the green lens. Been using these for several years. Great on bright days where you got great sunlight penetration on a day like today. But I will tell you, an adjustment I made this year, that's my other set of Salt Breaks. An adjustment I made this year, and there will be, of course, a link to these in the video description, is these Bahio Stiltsville with that purple lens. That thing is crazy bright, especially when you're looking over dark bottoms. Even on a sunny day and you're looking for fish over, you can see some of this black turtle grass back here, but look over here. Yeah, when you're looking for fish over that black turtle grass, even on a really bright day, that lens is the highest contrast lens that I have ever worn personally. So these would be ready for cloudy conditions, or we're having extended periods of time over a dark bottom. And make sure you just keep, good lens cloths and lens cleaners and stuff in your bag. Your sunglasses may be the most important asset that you have out here. If you can't see the fish, you can't catch the fish. And having your guide see all the fish for you and try to talk you into them, man, these guides are good, but that is very difficult to do. If you don't see the fish, you're just much less likely to catch the fish. So anyway, good luck out there. Thanks for watching. GoPro, stop recording.